Years have passed since Mowgli defeated Shere Khan and brought temporary peace between the jungle and the man village. Now, a young adult, Mowgli has grown into a skilled and respected protector of the jungle, moving with the grace of a wolf and the instincts of a human. The jungle, once divided by fear and territory, is thriving under a fragile harmony, but this balance begins to tremble as whispers of poachers, deforestation, and a mysterious metal beast reach the ears of the jungle's creatures. Mowgli senses that a new threat is rising, one unlike anything they faced, not a creature of nature, but a force of human greed returning with greater ambition. The animals now look to Mowgli not just as one of their own, but as a bridge between worlds, the only one capable of stopping a disaster that could destroy both the jungle and his adopted family. Bagheera becomes increasingly uneasy as he discovers unfamiliar scent oil, smoke, gunpowder lingering at the edges of the jungle. He secretly follows the trail and witnesses a ruthless band of mercenary poachers preparing to invade deeper than ever before. Their leader, Colonel Huxley, is infamous for hunting rare animals for illegal trade. Bagheera returns with a grave warning. These men are not like the hunters Mowgli has fought before. They have weapons strong enough to tear down entire forests and traps impossible to escape. Mowgli, torn between his loyalty to the jungle and his lingering connection to humans, finally realizes that his two worlds are on a direct collision course. He calls on Baloo, Kaa, Raksha, and the Wolf Pack to prepare for a threat the jungle has never encountered. Knowing that only humans can stop humans, Mowgli decides to return to the man village for the first time since his childhood. But the world he finds is different, more industrial, more desperate. Many villagers fear him, believing he has become a forest ghost. Only Mesua recognizes him, welcoming him with tears and pride. She reveals that the village is suffering due to Huxley's forced recruitment. Many men were taken to cut trees under threat of violence. Mowgli sees children hungry, families frightened, and forests burning at the horizon. For the first time, he realizes that humanity is not a single enemy. Like the jungle, humans also have victims and villains. This deepens his inner conflict. He belongs to both worlds, yet feels powerless in each. Rumors spread about a massive armored machine tearing down trees faster than any animal can run. When Mowgli investigates, he finds the truth. Huxley has brought a colossal industrial bulldozer reinforced with steel plates nicknamed the Metal Beast. Its treads crush everything in its path, leaving scars across the jungle floor. Animals flee in terror as their homes collapse. Even Kaa, ancient and wise, admits she has never seen such a creature. The wolves' hunting grounds are destroyed, the elephants' migration paths are blocked, and the rivers begin to fill with ash. Mowgli realizes that this is no longer a battle of fang and claw, it is a war for survival against a weapon built to dominate nature. Recognizing the danger, Mowgli calls for a council at the elephant graveyard, where nearly every species arrives: wolves, bears, panthers, monkeys, deer, and even the fierce Dhole clans that once attacked him. Mowgli proposes a bold plan: unite the entire jungle under one alliance, not just for battle, but for strategy. Baloo trains the younger animals in evasion and teamwork. Bagheera teaches silent movement and scouting, and the elephants prepare to block pathways and divert streams. But not all creatures trust Mowgli's leadership. Some believe humans cannot be defeated without bloodshed, while others fear provoking the hunters further. Tensions rise, testing Mowgli's ability to unite predators and prey under one common cause. Huxley, aware that someone is sabotaging his operations, sets a grand trap using food, sound decoys, and tranquilizer bombs. Many animals are captured, including several wolf cubs and an elderly elephant. Bagheera barely escapes, wounded by a steel snare. Mowgli's heart shatters when he discovers that Raksha has been captured trying to protect her youngest cub. Fueled by fury and sorrow, Mowgli infiltrates Huxley's camp alone, using stealth learned from Bagheera and brute strength learned from Baloo, but Huxley anticipated this. He sees Mowgli as the ultimate trophy, the wild man who walks like a beast. For the first time since Shere Khan, Mowgli meets an enemy who hunts him. A brutal confrontation erupts as Mowgli leads the jungle's greatest rescue mission. Elephants charge through barricades, wolves overwhelm guards, and Baloo barrels through machinery. The battle becomes chaotic when the metal beast awakens and rolls into the jungle, destroying everything in its path. Mowgli climbs aboard the machine, fighting Huxley atop the roaring metal monster as flames rise around them. It becomes a symbolic clash of nature versus industrial brutality. Mowgli eventually outsmarts Huxley by leading the metal beast toward an unstable ravine where the elephants break the ground beneath it. The monstrous machine crashes into darkness, its destruction echoing through the jungle. Huxley is defeated, but victory comes with loss. Parts of the jungle are burned, several animals are injured, and Mowgli himself is left emotionally shaken. The villagers, seeing the destruction and realizing Huxley's greed, finally rebel and reclaim their land. They apologize to Mowgli, calling him the protector of the jungle. Mowgli forgives them but warns that if humans continue down this destructive path, the jungle will not survive another war. Despite their promises of change, he understands that humanity's hunger for expansion will always return. Bagheera and Baloo confront Mowgli about something deeper. The jungle will always need someone who understands the nature of man. Mowgli accepts that he cannot live only as a wolf or only as a man. He must walk between worlds, acting as guardian, negotiator, and warrior. Mesua offers him a home in the village, while Raksha reminds him he always has a home in the jungle. Mowgli chooses neither fully, he chooses both, vowing to protect all life equally. His dual identity becomes his greatest strength. The film ends with the jungle slowly healing. New trees are planted, rivers return to life, and peace spreads across the land. But during a quiet night, Kaa senses a disturbance deep in the mountain caves. Something ancient has awakened, older than Shere Khan, older than man's first fire. The screen fades as a pair of glowing eyes appear in the darkness. The long-lost Snow Leopard King, believed to be a myth, now returning with an army of mountain predators. Mowgli stands at the peak of a cliff, sensing the shift in the wind. The next threat is coming, and it will push both man and beast further than ever before.